Yes. So, all right, but that's good. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you are doing well. Um, and oh, thank you so much for the subs, Mersheep and Foxglove. Thank you so much. Let's see. Human behind that color. No, I'm just I'm doing the Ratatouille thing. There's a human I'm directing by pulling hairs on their head, stuff like that. So uh make sure. Also, we're probably going to get a lot of uh, extra noises because of the settings. I have to have my mic on for picking it up. That's better though. Okay. All right. So, quick thing. So, as far as running what we're through tonight, what we're oh my gosh, what we're doing tonight. So, this tank that I have here, um, which hopefully the camera's gonna work or whatever. I'll probably have to be doing some adjusting. Uh, uh, uh. So here is a 5.5 fish tank here. As you can see, I got it all emptied and cleaned as best as I could. There's probably probably because y'all can see some deposits did not want to get off, despite scrubbing with. Where's the scrubber? I don't know where it went. I'm gonna be doing that a lot tonight. Of where did that thing go? Oh well. It's a brush, but specifically for wait. This might be it. Aha! This brush. Yeah. But so I tried to get the stuff off, but it's pretty kicked on there. I think that's probably because I was using previously in that I was using crushed coral, which with my rather hands-off approach to aquarium ticket is probably not the best thing because it had a that plus hard DFW water. Yeah. Fish home to yes. Yes, welcome in Naomi. All right. But we got a lot of stuff. This for we're gonna be so I got this 5.5 gallon clean. And please let me know if there's an echo or anything weird. A lot of this I'm gonna call the I play this by ear because yeah. Um uh uh so this is gonna be a 5.5 gallon planted tank. And specifically we're actually gonna be using dirt. Well, there'll be two layers of substrate, so the stuff that you put in at the bottom of the tank. It's gonna be uh bottom layer we're gonna put organic soil. Um and then we're gonna cap cap that with a layer of gravel. So that provides so that'll really help with like growth of the plants in this. Nothing weird, some dusted sometimes. That's just, yeah, okay. Let me know if I happen to do that and it gets too, away. Oh, wait. It's gonna be weird me out if I don't have any. I'm gonna get that jazz back on in the background, I think. Hold on. So I'll feel less, we don't need that image, though. That, oh. I want that music on. Alright. That just be gentle in the background. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah. Sadly, slug bolt tonight, so obviously it's hard to do that other with stuff. Okay. Slug bolt is right there. Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna try to do the reactive, but for whatever reason, let me try. Yeah, like the reactive side, it's saying it's down for me. Otherwise, I would have used that. So it's gonna be static tonight, unfortunately. Alright. Okay, let's get this going then. We're gonna start off by getting your soil. We have now, as far as options for this, there are if you're wanting to do something that's like, I mean, there is like specifically aqua soils that you can purchase. But we're using, but it is possible as long as you're making sure to use organic. You can do you can just, as long as you're using just organic soil, with no you want to make sure there's no like added like fertilizers or stuff added to it. I'm using organic Miracle Grow, and I have not actually done myself a dirt but then gravel capped thingy tank here before. Oh, welcome. Hello, Sophie. Hi, Kills. Hi, Vodcat. Welcome on. Everyone's on out tonight. Okay. No pressure, right? So let me... I forgot to add some water conditioner for some water. That should be needing later for this aquarium in Aquascape. Aqua. But anyway, so we got this potic soil, organic. That's the big thing, because species sensitive to chemicals and stuff like that. Which part of that, that's since they're you know, so we're mostly made up of water. So with fish, I think it's like probably like even more so. So they're much more sensitive to changes and stuff like in the water. Watch out, declutter my bugs for love. Oh, thank you. You good luck with your decluttering. Okay. Just gonna scoop. Oh yeah, got that good dirt. Yeah, sniff the dirt. Now, if you're wanting to do this really well, you honestly what you might want to do is like if you're using like potting soil or whatever, um, to break up some of the bigger pieces or whatever, or you know, to make it a little bit more uniform and stuff like that, you know, putting it through like a sieve or some sort of sifter would be good, but I'm whatever. Okay, let me okay, that might be enough, or we're getting close. Let me okay, but thankfully they're close by. Fine, I was just knocking some stuff against other stuff. Got some klutz. Got tools because I'm a big giant tool. Ha 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 ha. There it is. All right. So for our dirt scaping and gravel escaping, we're gonna use this little thing or whatever. Easy to find or whatever. I just like it on a lot of the tools. Like a number of tools like I get are just, you know, cheap stuff I get from Amazon. So but first we're gonna get this. I'm gonna get this nice and uniform. Try to get these big pieces a little bit. Chop that up. And I'm going to try to keep an eye on chat as best as I can or whatever. So if you happen to have any like questions or whatever, feel free to ask them or anything like that. And I'll do my best. And hopefully I'll catch on stuff sooner rather than later. Think me. Okay, I think it's so it's about that depth. Oh wait. Do it a little bit more. Close, but not quite yet. Because I think it's an inch or kind of think it's okay, inch layer. All right. Oh, hi, Avian.
Oh my god!
Oh, you probably want to, I can't really do that. Well, wait. No, I can't do that. I'll refund the pet, the Kobold, but I can't really do that one, unfortunately, did I? Because, alright, let me... Okay. Kobold pets, they them in their kitchen. Which actually, be a couple weeks slightly before I'm able to get stuff in this tank as far as like actual fish. But what probably actually will do plan on putting some I'm hoping to get some key puffers in this tank. So it's very small type freshwater puffer fish. Of course, that makes it very limited as far as what I can put in here, because what the blazes? What is this? There is a surprise inside the bag of dirt. I don't... It kind of looks like a... I mean, maybe some leaf detritus or whatever. Yeah, the puffer fish. They are definitely much more on the aggressive side though, so that's it kind of gotta... So, I mean, normally if people doing it's gonna be like a species-only tank. Because they go chompity-chompy. Okay, I think... Okay, we want to take that piece out. Yeah, I don't want to get... Once again, this would be better if I put this stuff in a sifter or something like that, so I can get the big pieces out, but I'm dumb, so... Dumb and lazy. I think that's just it. inch more. Another one of those big pieces. Is that the same big piece? It might be. And just a big piece of like mulch. And I just deal with a small space, so I kind of don't really want to deal with it. So we want to make sure the various plants, roots, and stuff have an easy access to getting in there. Okay. Now I will say one thing that so this isn't something I'm worrying about, but I do not say such things about my friend. He is amazing. So right where my hand is, so this is going to be the front of it. But when you're doing planted tanks and stuff, or well, with doing this dirt cap thing, I don't really care about it. But if you were to like scoop up a little bit of the front stuff, so the dirt isn't like touching the glass or whatever, and it can get like covered, and you may want to, when we do our cap layer of gravel, when you put that in there, you can move away the dirt a little bit from the front, so it's not touching the glass, and then that way when you add in the cap, that'll go in the thing, so you'll only see that layer. You only see the gravel and stuff at the end of the tank. So that is something you can do if you don't want to like see like just dirt. But that's really an aesthetic choice. There's gonna be probably a number of things on that type of. This is an alternative that a lot of people do, but this is the way I'm doing it, and a lot of it's just gonna be personal preference. Okay, so we've got our dirt in, so then we're gonna cap this. That's gonna look better, but also, of course, the thing about dirt like this is it's gonna get stirred up and cloud the water and stuff like that if we just put, the water straight in. We would have mud. I mean, obviously, if you go into a lake or something like that, or a large pond, when you come in, that may have like a lot kind of a dirt or whatever, there's a whole lot more space. And of course, things have gotten to collect and like form layers itself, which obviously you're not going to have in a small glass box. So this capping is going to be important. Okay. I have gravel, which this may be crushed coral, but a close-up. Just gonna, we're not gonna cap it, we're just gonna season it. And actually, this isn't gravel, it's kosher salt. Oh, that was a dumb joke. Okay. But one thing I did, and this is just like this is gonna be a good recommendation, but strongly recommend rinsing out gravel that they're getting, unless it's one of those things where there's already like moisture sealed in, like to have like beneficial bacteria which you can run into. But if you're just getting like just standard dry stuff, you'll want to rinse it off some before it gets so, because otherwise it's always going to be a little bit cloudy when you're getting in there, but slightly cloudy versus poop. Depending on what you're doing. If you do want to use something, this wouldn't be as good for a planted tank, but as a quick little tip, for if you want to do more like an actual like sand, and there are some like core stuff you can get, but a cheap thing you can actually get play sand. Like just from a hardware store, you can use that as that, as long as it's just, sand. Or you can actually get, because this would be a little bit like larger grain, and I have actually that in my 29 gallon of using pool sand. Because as long as you get some that hasn't had any like additives or stuff like that, so it's just like the sand like materials and stuff like that, you can use that, and it's super cheap. Gonna aim for about 2 inches of gravel in this to top off the soil, because we really don't want to we want to make sure there's that very good layer to keep the dirt at that bottom layer. So if you're doing this, you don't want to use like a fine sand. Want to make sure you're using like a large, like coarse sand at least. Honestly, gravel's straight gravel or something, so that's going to be better. But because when you're doing planted, sand can compact easier, so that makes it that's not great for that makes it trickier for the roots and stuff. So let's spread this around and see what we got. Honestly, this may be close to. From that, it just looks like cat litter, but I swear it looks a lot. It does look better. And yeah, this is where an implement like this really helps out, because you can smooth it out real easy. And once we get a good layer, we're gonna start moving bits to provide a more aesthetically pleasing landscape thing. Let me... I think we'll need a bit more, but let me check. A bit more. Actually, hold on. It's gonna pour some in straight for the bed. This make it noisy. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, what happened while I was pouring? I got an alert sound. Thank you for the follow, only Fins. I like gone in. Thank you again so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay. I think that should be about right. I'm gonna add a little more just because of what I'm gonna do in a minute. As far as the shape of the stuff. Although that's... Well, actually, it's a purpose, so yeah, so it all works out. Oh, gosh, so messy. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully I'm still close to the mic. Let me know if I'm too far. Yeah, let's get this around, guys. It could even, because we're about to make it uneven in just a moment. Let's see. Burton. Oh, This is so we're using a 5.5 gallon tank. I know, 5.5 just kind of sounds pretentious as opposed to just a 5, but it was the one I'd been wanting to rescape. Yeah, so it's a bit on the small side. So, but the hope is we'll get some. In a couple weeks, we can get some pea puffers in this. So, but we're gonna get all the plants and stuff like that. Okay. So now let's kind of tuck it a little bit. So now we're gonna do a little bit of more scaping, which an instrument like this really gonna help out. So we're gonna move. Gonna try to make a slope. Higher on the back. So apparently that'll make it help add depth. Apparently, when I've seen in all the tutorials and stuff like that, it just always seems to look nice. You can always do whatever you want. Bitch. Let's see. Let's actually make this part a little bit lower. Because I think in this corner is where I'm gonna put the air pump. I think, yeah. The 5 great inland cherry shrimp tank for just in one. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually did have some inler guppies and some cherry shrimps. And this one when I first did this, which I've just moved them into a larger tank. My large 29-gallon community tank. But the inlers actually that I had in this, it's like were ones I'm not sure exactly how old they are, but they would have been born in a 10-gallon I had for quite a while. That was sort of like my first tank or whatever, but I upgraded also / downsized eventually, so I only have like these two. So we'll get okay. So put it there, so we can fit our heater and air pump. Bit shallower, so when we put the stuff in, it can go in there good. But I'll have this nice gentle slope. There we go. That'll look nice. Tapping sounds. Monic, it rocks there safely, so this it's a paper towel in the cracks. See, Oh, okay. I think I've seen it at some point. Or maybe it was like a similar trick or whatever with the rock stuff. But yeah, we do have the super glue. The gorilla glue, not glue. Glue. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Help me get a little bit better sense of this is gonna be like. That was a bad idea. Having a very boneheaded moment right now. I have these. This over here. Now this water is already treated or dechlorinated. Okay. This will help give us a little bit idea of what else. Where did I put my little thingy? Ah. My club and Instagram are doing a presentation. That's why I learned all the Petco plants die immediately after putting in the tank. They're just melting back to grow new leaves. I don't think I killed them. Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't lose Tubity because of that. It's definitely the melting thing is a bit could be a bit alarming. Which just as a quick, as far as what's being mentioned or whatever. So most times when you go to a store, whether it's a Petco or even like depending on how long they've had them, like potentially even like a local fish store, because when they first get plants, most of them are going to be the root system, and the bottom of the plant will be underwater. but the top parts will be kept out of water. Um, because they actually grow faster that way. But the problem is, the leaves that a plant needs to survive above water and underwater are different. Because if it's above water, it needs more protection, like from the sun and stuff like that. And then whereas if it's underwater, the water takes care of that kind of that protection role, and it needs to be able to water needs to be able to get into it easier, into the plant material, into the plant actual itself. So when you switch it from that, when you put it in your tank or whatever, and it's submerged now, those leaves will die or melt as it kind of is, but they should then grow back as the type of leaves that it needs for an aquatic setting. Because there are a lot of the plants that are used in the hobby are things that like in their natural environment, they're probably only going to have maybe a portion immersed, or maybe sometimes during the year, like during a raining season, or when you run into a drier spell or whatever. Most of the plant may be out of water. So they have to be able to adapt. But it does leave an interesting thing of if a plant actually gets higher than the water level, it'll start to grow those leaves for that. Now, this is with some plants. Some plants will just die because they're just so strictly underwater. But the ones that do, their leaves above water and underwater will change very differently. And there actually are some plants that can actually even flower out of water. So okay. So I've got this. That looks fine. Wait, there's this one black thing I'm seeing over here. Yeah. Piece of moch. Okay. So right now we're gonna figure out the called the hardscape. So like rocks or pieces of wood. One piece that is so this I've modified it, but I'm gonna trim some of these leaves or whatever. Oh, they're not looking good. Ready. But so this is an Anubias. Oh wait. Okay, hopefully that'll perk off or whatever. And there is some moss or whatever on it. But I had a lot. I did have this previous in this tank, but now it's gonna be edited, so it's the I clipped off some roots. You can kind of see a little bit, but these are fresh cuts because it was this long. Used. So let's. Yeah, I made the mistake of leading this out of water for a bit too long today. Why did I do that? Bad idea. Why did I do that? Might leave that there. That's... Got some Stone, which is a nice gray color. Which I'm hoping will provide a nice contrast with the it's very off-white gravel. Let's see. Gonna be so mad if these leaves don't perk off, because they've only been out for a few hours, but I probably should have thought of that better. On that Anubias, because that's kind of see it, but this root thing. So that's a rise. Yeah, that. So a number of plants will have this. With the Anubias, they're always like big, thick, kind of caterpillar looking. And you want to make sure those stay out of water. But you know, there'll be these little roots thing like you see. But that main thing is if you put this rhizome under, they'll die. So a lot of, if you were to, normally folks will like glue them to wood, like which I've done, or tie them to wood or rocks or stuff like that. So they're streaming the tank account. I stream 4 of my tanks. One on 21st, so I haven't. Oh. Yeah, that stuff's really cool. Yeah, I just don't. I don't think I'd be able to manage the setup for that, unfortunately. But I've seen some of those, like when people have done those, and those are really cool. Wait a minute. Where'd that? I had some smaller bits of series. Wait. Oh, here they are. Let's see. Yeah. These 3 and then this one big piece. They make good clicky sounds. There we go. ASMR. They do make a nice clicking sound, though. I had thought, which is a dangerous thing, honestly. Because, so like one of the big features I'm going to do is I have some lucky bamboo. And I'm going to plan on putting those in this part of the tank. So I think it's a bit easier if I do. Okay, let me see how this might look like. Ah, there it is. Let's start it. So here's the heater, and I'm trying to figure out, because this, and I have a sponge filter that are going to be going in here. To get a good sense of I use $40 phones, packing tape and plastic in ears how to fit, but it looks great on camera. Like shit. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I may put the big rock over here, so that'll obscure the look of the heater from the side. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, because this one in particular has this nice look here. So I'm gonna make sure that's visible, that striping. Wait for it. Wait. Let's. Ooh. That obscures that really well from the side. Yeah. There's a little part over here under this that I think I'm gonna slide this little one underneath this branch here. I think that'll look nice from the side. Yeah. Okay, I got this one more piece of Cerio stone, Cerio stone, but I think we're gonna use it. I think we got some Java ferns that are rhizome plants, like this Anubias. So I think we're gonna glue those to these. So we're gonna start with getting these lucky bamboo plants that I got. Let's go, and I've been saving. So we can make a little bit like a bamboo forest over here. This is gonna get a little bit tricky to work my arm so I don't bump into Mike. Kind of see I've got them over here. I have a number of other plants that I've been keeping in. in total, I have 10 of these. I don't think we'll put them all in there. What's your specialty so far in the hobby? Esther with betas. Recently, I've been deep into fancy goldfish and shrimp, especially. I in my large tank, I actually have a uh, beta sorority. I really like betas. Um, uh, so I get one of the reasons I'm kind of going with pufferfish is sort of because it's kind of they're sort of kind of like a little bit like that in terms of behavior, although more grumpy. But I really enjoy different types of crustaceans and stuff, like shrimp. What the deuce? Are y'all picking up like a kind of crunchy sound or whatever on the mic? It may just be me that's hearing it. It's just me. I'm not gonna worry about it. Not really. Okay. I think I should have put this much water in this while I was still. Let's get another. Okay, well, we are using all 10. All 10. It's way back there. Yeah, one of the issue I'm running a little bit, and why there's kind of a little bit of sort of a gap almost, is the light on this. It's gonna be kind of close. Okay. And we got some more plants. This fishbowl I have a little bit off to the side, but it's a bit full. So get a little bit of water off it. And hopefully by getting a little bit more water on this Anubias here that it'll perk back, it can start perking back up. Oh, sorry. A question, what weapon of choice would you pick in a gladiator arena, no bows? I mean, if it's gonna be mainly one-on-one, well, do I want to go sword and sword and shield, or just straight up spear? If I can get a shield, I think I'd do sword and shield. Although if I couldn't have a shield, I think I'd probably go with spear. Honestly, I might go with spear, honestly. Okay, now I should be able to get stuff fine. One-on-one. Yeah, I'd say probably sword shield. Got a little flashlight, pin light thing. So where's... There it goes. a Warhammer with the spy gun went in. Okay. Let's see about Java birds. Yeah, in this 5.5 gallon, I had like just a few, or like one, or just like a couple Java ferns in this, and they just went off growing for years, so I have a whole bunch now. A whole bunch of little ones. So like there's one. Okay. You can sort of see the little rise there. Yeah, this camera's not that. Be fast, but have a brute with it. Yeah. So let's see. Small one. Okay, here's one of the larger ones. Or well, it's like a large cluster. Hold on, let me get the. Yeah. So definitely see all the roots and stuff, but there's that rhizome there, which once again, you never want to bury those. Do it, and the plant will die. So we'll attach it to a rock or some wood. I think this might be neat to kind of, because if I pull it out a bit, it has, oh wait. Oh, okay. 72. That's fine. You know what? I think we'll put maybe one here. Yeah. Which I think I know what we'll do. Because these are Here's like a remnant of one of from this. Oh. Hey, welcome on in, Mando Games. Thank you so much for the raid. For the host, excuse me. I really appreciate that. Hello. We are doing some, live aquascaping. So, setting up a tank, getting the hardscape here, and plants. Let me... Thank you so much for the follow, Jabay66. I appreciate that. Once again, thank you so... Oh, it's much for the raid, Nando Games. With Nando recently changed my... Oh, okay. The creative station fishcaping. Yeah. Yup. So, we got this. So I think we're gonna attach some just Java fern to it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so how we're gonna attach it? One option that a lot of people do will be like with like some fishing line or something like that, just to tie it to a rock or piece of wood. But another alternative is super glue. Now, so I'm using Gorilla Glue, but you can also get super glue. The big thing is you want to make sure it's the gel type. Starts to be yeah. What others create for the pits. Great. Doing that, I'm sharpening my knives for. So. Do this. Just need a dab. And try not to glue our hands together. Come on. It's gonna spurt out, I know it. Note to self, rest this thing upside down from now on. Hold on. Just enough. Hold up. Hold up. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6. Let's stay. Crap. I don't think that's that secure. Okay, hold on. If I leave it upside down for a minute and meantime I got I do still have this little tube. Maybe I can get some stuff out of it. Which is just super glue gel. Unbelievable. Got a lot. It's alright. It's alright. Okay, I think this will work. Let's just wait a few seconds. Very super works too. Takes longer to cure. Okie dokie. Yeah, I made for my pets was a being outside. Okay. This one on this side is being a bit. Okay, we'll just hold it down more. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 19, 20. Okay, there we go. So we'll set this. right here. Okay, gonna place that. That'll help obscure our mechanical equipment some more. Let's set some more stuff. Now, I got this little plantlet, but it's got root, so if I could get the roots down, then it may stay. Get those just covered a smidge. So hopefully that'll work. I got a lot of this little plantlets, so if it doesn't, that's fine. But I should be able to tell like in a week or less. And we got some moss. Some Christmas moss. Oh, this isn't Christmas moss. Well, there's little bits of Christmas stuck in it, but I genuinely forget what this is called. It kind of looks like chopped up cabbage. It's a type of moss, but we're gonna put it well, we need a lot of plants, so I'm gonna clean it. I'm mainly gonna put the back. I have so many Java for little ones. I wonder if I can just get them. Maybe get them to just kind of tuck them. These little branches I have. That might work. We'll see. Twitch just had a hard crash. Oh, let me... Is it still... Okay. I guess it's okay here. Okay, hopefully you didn't miss much. But I am currently recording this. So I plan on uploading this to YouTube. Seriously, why can I not find... got this little piece of bark. So put some little bitty Java ferns on it. Another one. Keep that out there. Okay, I think that'll work. Just gonna try to get this in between. Okay, that should be about right. I think we're gonna set this right. I think we're gonna sit in the back. On its side. Right, it's kind of a backdrop. We got these itty bitty pieces that are from this. I'm gonna just kind of drop them in, add some variety. This may work. We'll see. I think we'll get some more water in. But to do that, okay, I think this should work. So there's different materials you could use, but we're going to pour water on this plastic, so it'll help break up the flow. So it won't undo our work thus far. Normally a lot of people use like a styrofoam or use plastic. You could potentially use a plate as long as it wasn't easy to get soggy, I guess would be the way to put it. Okay, you just had crashed, alright. Yeah, if you're wondering what the little leaf things, yeah, so that's a floating plant called duckweed. Which is both a big help and / bane of existence, because so it's a floating plant, as you can see, because it floats, that it can double its biomass like every 24 or 48 hours. So if I just started with duckweed, just with like that, we'd have a lot and fine. Or its smallest flower, but yeah. Which, it's very interesting, all the stuff that people are doing with it. Because it does breed so quickly. Like, there's a whole bunch of research that's done into it. As a means of helping protect fresh water supplies. Because it'll cut down on the evaporation because of how much it'll cover the surface. And pound for pound, it is a duckweed as a foodstuff. It has more protein than soybeans, pound per pound. So it grows super easily. Just adjust this a bit. It's not doing a whole lot. The current set, okay, maybe that. Okay, some of these are gonna start to get in, but it's fine because I want them to go in there. But these are red root floaters. They depending on light and stuff, they'll get a lot more red. They're just these neat floating plants that I want to include in here. One thing about duckweed, it is very good at absorbing excess nitrates and stuff, which is what well, from fish you get ammonia, which once you build up certain types of bacteria is made into nitrite. Now both ammonia and nitrite are toxic to fish. So after you get nitrites, you will get bacteria that will then turn that into nitrate, which is, depending on it can be toxic to fish. It's mainly a matter of concentration. Here's a very small piece of Amazon frog bit. I think I'll be including this, but if I don't want, these are a lot easier to remove than duckweed, which is basically almost impossible. So it's you can pretty much take over the surface of your tank, so you'll always have to remove it. So it's one of those things that it's awesome at controlling those nitrates. I normally have problems like trying to keep nitrates in my tank. It's also really duckweed natural food. Yeah. Duckweed is aquarium glitter. Exactly. It really is. It just sticks to your hand so well. So, you know, if you're good at able to remove it and you don't mind doing that, you know, every few days, or like just a good amount of it, and if you like the look of it, you know, go for it. But just keep in mind, you will never get rid of it. I mean, I suppose you could, but as was mentioned, it's like glitter. So think it through. And if you want to avoid it, you know, always be careful about it when you're getting plants. So it doesn't hitchhike. You're not Aquarius until you take a sip from beverage and find duckweed looking at you. I know, right? I don't think I've accidentally, like, had a drink of duckweed so far, but seriously, dadgum. This is more Amazon frog, but yeah. So it makes some really nice roots that fish like. You know, it's good for absorbing stuff. It really looks like miniature lily pads, and it'll get quite a bit bigger than this. And just kind of depending at the moment, I may like decide that I don't like the frog bit and remove it, but it's fine. Because I have... At this point, I basically kind of... I have quite the crop of flowering plants. Way more than I know what to do with. So, because I may only just go with like the duckweed and redroot floaters, but we'll see. Yeah, I have some of these redroot floaters in my 29-gallon, and they really are red. I just think in the previous 5.5-gallon I was doing, they didn't show up much. Didn't have quite the needed stuff. So hopefully we'll be fixing that with this. I have tiger striped frog pit, very cool. It's in my coffee. Oh, you know, extra vitamins and nutrients. Actually, one thing about frog pit that a lot of folks do is they will actually turn it into food, like fish food. Like you dry it, then like grind it up or whatever, or blend it up, let it dry, and just... I forget how people exactly use it, but... Get a circle of life. So then you don't have to deal with all your fish food needs are taken care of. We're most certainly going to end up snails, which is fine. So that'll probably be the only type of organism we'll have in here for a bit. Probably already a few in there because hanging on for plants. So there's a itty bitty pond snail. Yeah, I think that's yeah. Pond snail are, I think I've heard of them called bladder snails. I mean, the water's in this already treated, so it's fine if they get in there. And for a while, it'll just be snails. There was some stuff. I'm gonna have to step away just for a second, but I'll still be talking or whatever. But there's some plants specifically been getting. Here's their life. Nagoo between Kit Kat wafers is made of Kit Kats are ground up. Really? Interesting. That is neat. Okay. So I got some little plant clippings. Hopefully y'all can still hear me in this okay. grab them. Ha. I clip them and then with the intent of getting them in here in this new 5.5. It is the thing of one of the benefits of planted tanks is that eventually you can just you can turn in your plant clippings to new plants for when you're got a project going. Just a moment. I think I got most of them. Hold on. Okay. Wait. All right. Okay, sorry about that. So we've got there's a few different types in here that we're gonna add. But I'm gonna need some light. Oh, let me get headphones back in. Hopefully you'll heard most of that. So we got a few different types, which is being obscured by duckweed, of course. But, so like most of these are gonna be this this thing, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the name. I'm pretty sure it's like a potentially carpeting plant. So I'm hoping it does really well since we're gonna have the dirt. Little snail. Which around this area, I think. That's what I'm gonna put up. Amazing it. Getting these things planted. It okay, yeah. Well, my hope is that these things will get rooted good, and then they'll should start producing little runners. But we're gonna find out how it works. A bunch of them, because doing it individually, I don't think that'd work, especially with. Would I have accomplished it? The order I did this was It's not the not the best idea. Now this thing is a bit of a water wisteria, which I think we're going to put in that far corner. Which, if it goes well, it'll get quite big. And this is not a rhizome plant, so it'll be easy to... just a matter of getting it in there. No, step up. Okay, this is a stem plant called parrot feather, if I remember correctly. It grows quite easily from clippings, so... So, do I really want to do it? Eh. We'll get things good. I think I know where I'll put them though. On one spot. Okay, hopefully we can do this. I'm gonna put it in this corner over here, because otherwise it'll look kind of bare. Maybe. I think that's all right. That's looking like it'll stay. Oops. Oh, wait. Found the thing I was looking for. Ha. A nice piece of, a little piece of wood. Snail smell. Oh. Okay, here's a little bit of the Christmas moss. It doesn't really stand out a whole lot, but we're gonna put it. I might have such a hard time finding. Okay, well I know where to grab it. Hold on. I'll have to step away just a second, but where's my oh, there's my little pizzers. I need the larger ones. Where are those? Ah. They would grab it. All right. Yes. It's Christmas moss. That's the little fibers and stuff. I can't really see. But they kind of look like little Christmas. They kind of look like Christmas trees. This Christmas moss. Normally, what a lot of find is Java ferns, which does look which is very similar looking. Let's see. I think I want to add it around where the rocky serious stone is. I think that should look nice. I had a lot. I thought I had more. Oh, there's some. Itty bitty rocks. Yeah, part of the reason I got the a lot of the Christmas boss kind of mixed up with the other stuff. If not. The stuff didn't hold. Okay. Let's try this again. Let me get these lined up right. Face show's looking good. Oh, glad you think so. Well, honestly, we'll really see it once it's, probably have to, like, post, like, pics tomorrow of what it looks like. Because right now it'll look very... yeah, and I know this top-down view isn't really the best, so I will do a better one. Okay. Take back. Wait. There's another. Okay, take two. Okay. Okay, I think it's staying. Okay, well, I got that in there, I think. Okay. Check. Another floater. Darn it. day up. Okay. Okay, so here's our sponge filter. Okay, let's see, can I get... Okay, yeah, I like sponge filters. They're very easy to clean, operate. Like, to clean them out, you just remove, like, the sponge. They're very cheap. You know, there are the hangback filters, which are, you know, especially if you want to go for that look. I mean, obviously that's a good look. And they'll work fine. I will say on a thing, and you can look up to get like specifics, but if you want to do a hangback filter, but the thing about them is they normally come with like those like filter things that you need to like replace or whatever, or they say you do. And like a number of people, you can look into like specifics, but it's honestly better to like not bother with those, and you get some, and just like to get some filter media, which especially like for fabric stuff or whatever, like you can get a whole bunch for just for a few bucks of just like the basic kind of like fiber stuff, you know. So cut it right so it'll put in there, and maybe like some sort of like ball or clay things or whatever that you'll find that'll be like biomedia is what it'll say, or for use for that, to have like a two-stage filtration thing. And then just put that where the you would put like the where it wants to do those little filter cartridges or whatever. Because the thing about like doing the replace thing, one is I mean, you can get stuff that just pretty much lasts just, and you just kind of need to squeeze it, run over like some treated water over it to clean it, versus like spending $5 a month on replacements or whatever. There's a number of things in the hobby that can just like that companies make that that you don't really need, or you can find something like that's just the same. So like this Gorilla Glue or the Super or whatever, you can get specific glue, you know, at Petco from made by a company or whatever, that it's probably going to be more, or you can get this. Or like the super glue gel or whatever, it works fine. And then there's a lot of things that it's kind of like, yeah. But also like the other thing about the cartridge and why, you know, doing like getting your own filter media or whatever, that other than just having to, like, you don't have to worry about replacing it, just, you know, kind of running some water over it that's treated. And so dechlorinate is the big thing, because I'm about to say, so a lot of the beneficial bacteria or whatever, a lot of where it'll grow is like in filter. So like on this sponge filter or whatever, all that bacteria that turns like ammonia into nitrites and then nitrates, to keep your fish from dying. It grows in that kind of like this material or whatever. All those, anything that's a hard surface, it'll grow on in your tank. But especially because of, you know, how this filter media is, and there's a whole bunch of surface on it, crap ton of surface area. You know, they just love that stuff. So in any filter unit you have or whatever, so if you're doing a hangback filter, you know, all that, you know, if you have your own filter media that doesn't need to be replaced, then bacteria can grow in there, which is what your fish, to keep your fish healthy. But if you're changing, like every month or every few months or whatever, if you're changing those filter if you're dealing with those filter cartridges, and, like, you know, throwing those away and putting a new one, well, those don't have beneficial bacteria on it. Versus if you did your own, like, filter media and the ink strip to do that. So it's honestly kind of a crappy thing, because especially because it's you know, it's not good for your fish in general. Even if you're keeping close on thing or whatever, the better would be to have stuff already in there that's already able to handle before you even would notice something with, like, a test or whatever, a test kit. Though I stick with, although I do like the idea of, like, a waterfall thing, there's just because there's more parts and stuff like that that I don't want to deal with. Oh, it's not that. So whereas this sponge filter and, you know, an air pump. So we've got our, let's get this in there. Okay, so that should work. Yeah, so this is just a matter of tubing, and I have this little valve. I would recommend getting, like, a check valve. That's not what this is. This is adjust airflow and current, because that is one thing. If you do sponge filter, you'll want to do something where you can adjust the airflow, because depending on the fish you have or whatever, or, like, the size of what you're doing, it may cause too much, like, of a current for your fish. Like, if you're doing a betta fish, you know, you'd want it going to make agitation and provide air, but you don't want to. Betta fish, they don't like strong currents, and there are other fish kind of like that. Alternatively, there are also fish that like strong currents, but so that's something when picking in what type of fish. Is this one that likes this or not? So, okay. I think we got just about everything. The water I'm cupping out or whatever here is, so it's water from the tank, what was existing or whatever. So it's already been treated, but also, there will be undoubtedly be microfauna and stuff like that. Which is what you want. Because if you're doing a planted tank, and honestly, this is a way to make a healthy aquarium that is very low maintenance. Like, Delia is, because when I got this thing right, I will plan on topping off the water, but I do not plan on. But I should be able to quickly, since I'm using a lot of stuff that's either existing, should already have a lot of bacteria on it, and with the plants, like, so all the stuff, the problematic stuff, the ammonia and stuff like that, that should already be able to be dealt with, probably. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it, but although I'm only gonna have like snails and stuff in this for a while, but I'll put some like food or whatever, just a little bit of food to make sure stuff is, because it'll probably be a couple weeks. But basically, other than, you know, topping it off, adding water a week, treated water, you know, the goal is that I don't have to do any like water changes, because all the plants and bacteria will take care of that, you know, ammonia and the nitrite, turn that all into nitrate, which plants can use the nitrate. So, like, I don't change the water in my 29 gallon, and in this tank, when I was doing, it was the same thing. I only topped off stuff. So, it's just, it's a way of doing it that's, honestly, I would probably say that for most people would probably be a better, because it's one of those, once you get it set up, it's, oh, hold on, it's a, so there's actually a little, I don't, you probably don't see it, there's a little black thing, that's a scud. I can't remember the like other specific name or whatever, but that's another little, it's like a little micro shrimp almost. They reproduce quickly or whatever, and they help break down stuff. I like them. Enjoy your new home, buddy. Make sure you have a healthy snail pop outside this tank. Okay, yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. So, like, I should have, they read like crazy in my 29 gallon. So I'll always have some. There's another floater. There's some of that, more of that moss. Oh, wait. Let's add kind of bare. Let me add a little bit over here. It's like a okay, I know I got some more. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can find other. Gotcha. Gonna see how this works. Guess I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to pour this in thing. There's a number of scuds in there. Well, I do want to try to use more. Like if this. Let's see some water. Ah, my little flashlight thing in there. Check up. Wait. Did I get everything? Make this one. Put that. There's a little more Christmas brush. Okay. Yep. Another little snail friend. Okay. I will say another plant that grows really fast, really easy once you get a little bit. Here's an example of it. I don't plan on using it, but it's known as a guppy grass. So if you're needing a plant, like just some sort that you can get growing very easily and a lot, that's that's a definitely good that's a good option. So, but I think it's just gonna be a matter of getting water in it. And I do have a light. Okay. Which I've just got these little things, so gonna have some nice water filling ASMR right now. So if anyone needs to go, if someone needs to step away to go pee in a minute, I totally understand. Do 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 do. Keep it up. The heart is waiting. Because the heart is hard. Uh-oh, that's starting to move. Just be careful. Because I do not want to disturb all the work we've done. I know it's spooked over, but... okay. Yeah, I probably should have done those plants while I was, well, there's just barely stuff in it, but, barely water. But, yeah, I'm not the smoothest. Smooth brain kobold. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna need more, so I'm gonna get more water for the tub, but I've gotten down that stuff pretty good, so it shouldn't take long to get stew stuff filled up. We'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So... Oh, let's see. Sorry. Will you show us the 29-gallon at some point? Yeah, I think I can do that somewhat. I'll have to see. On my Discord, I do have some photos of it, or the pet section, which I'll be putting like photos of this, obviously. in the next few days once we get this kind of going out, but I may still need to get another. I may have enough water. We just need a little bit more. Yeah, I just kind of want to I've heard it's bad or whatever for those that get completely submerged, so they release stuff, so I want to leave a little spot. But, yeah, that's looking like the right amount. Let's get this bag out of here. It did well. I'll just add some more just in case. It's probably too much, but dechlorinator. Yeah. I know you can get a really good look at the. So let me. Obviously, it's very cloudy. You can even see that for that. But since we got so I think. Oh, now I'm gonna try. I'll try to do a show with the camera now. I ran into issues like if I moved it around or whatever, it decided to like stop working. Like this afternoon. Maybe it won't do that. I hope that's the case, but we're gonna find out. So y'all can, as much as we can get a view of our work here, and I'll try to see if I can give at least some look at the 29 gallon since we're doing that. Yeah. Fix the camera with the very scientific progress. Dave. That can't So cover this one. All right. Oh yeah, that looks great. Here, let's see if I can adjust this up. It doesn't work that well. But yeah, it's very cloudy as y'all can see. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, you can see the dirt layer. Once again, if you want to keep that hit on the front then you would make a then you would just, when you're putting in the dirt, you would just brush that away to the side, and then, you know, that space would fill in with the gravel. But I think this will turn out well. I may have to trim the Nubius a little bit, because there were a couple leaves that they just, even before I took them out or whatever, they weren't in good, so I may just those out. Okay, let me try to get the. Okay, that helps. Yeah, the green stuff on that top part of that is actually moss. I can't remember if it's Christmas moss. It may just be Java moss. But there's one of the snails that is hitching a ride. So those little scud things are around here somewhere. But well, I'll make sure I need to. Some of those redwood floaters got so I'll have to make sure they. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a light. I should use it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this one's just this one's like from a small independent brand or whatever on Amazon. The one light I use on my 29 is a Higer. It's kind of similar thing. I would recommend the Higer brand. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have this on a mechanical timer. The light. Hold on. Aha! There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's very cloudy. I'm there we go. The redwood floaters got. Gosh, this is gonna be. The stuff from the sediment in this. I think from the stuff is so. I think it's a type of crushed coral. It's gonna be so. I'll have to make sure I keep an eye. Yeah, thank you. So we'll have to see how it's going in. The length actually seems to be doing pretty good, honestly. The light, some things may get a little bit singed because since they're right up. I think I can adjust. I know a way to adjust that a little bit. Oh, there's one of the little scuds. Probably can't see it. Where'd they go? It's a bit tricky as far as the the camera work. Oh, not a very good camera, Kobold. Sorry. Yeah, you can see some of that, but so it'll probably take a couple days for the water to really get all right. But, okay, hopefully it comes. But yeah, I'll probably add some snails or whatever. But there's already a few. So, oh, let's turn the bubbler on. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Alright, got the plug. I'm trying to do this. Pretty much plug this stuff in one-handed. Okay, I think it's the... Aha! Bubbler's going. Ta-da! Oh, there's a little. So yeah, all the plants and stuff, and it's a small, so we don't need that to go that very high. Or the sponge filter. There's a little dude. Hey, little dude. Like the new digs. So, but as I said I would, I think I'll have just enough space to do this. Maybe a bit, but let's try to get some footage at that 29. Right now, so I think that the striped or white cloud minnows. Oh, there's a Jerry shrimp. There are some inler guppies in there. They actually, up until today, were living in that 5.5 gallon, the old version. 5 gallon 1.0, I guess they can call it. And there's the other fish like that one. That's a Pseudomagil gertrude. The Latin name is actually easier to remember than. But the red neon of those are really cool. It's hard to. They have really neat fins. And then there's some others that are not the red neon, but other of those Pseudomagils. There, oh, there's one. I think that's a female. And there's a couple betas are saying hi. Yeah, the silver one there, that's Tanya, and she's definitely reaching the end of her lifespan. So I've had her for a while, whatever. This is just she's been getting sick, unfortunately. So that's why she doesn't look that good. But here there's once I got because this is a sorority, so it's only females. If you've got the right setup, you can do females. And yeah, when you go on your side, you got a nice silver. Okay. If I... There we go, kind of, not really. This is a good... Okay. I'm at max length or whatever, dude. And I did some over... Okay, hold on, I know how to attract their attention. Hold on. Let's see if I can get with some food. What wonderful thing is food. That's what. Let's see if I can get. There's a bunch of shrimp. Where's the others? And can attract them. There's a few. Oh, wait. Okay. Someone's being a bit bashful. But I can see the blue one of the blue ones I have. Hey. Hey. Let's say hi to the camera. Let's say hi to the peoples. Did you just... I think you almost tried to snap at me. My finger's not... There's a white bed in there. Okay. If I could get her to... Hold on. Another... She's a really pretty elephant ear, and I'm unfortunately at the max length that I can do on my little webcam here. And she's start moving over here. There's also a couple little celestial pearl danios in here. I have more in there, but those were like died off quite a while back, but I still have a few. So they're sticking around. Oh, there's one. Oh, can I get this? Reflecting pretty. Yeah, sadly the other betas are not being very cooperative to anything. There's more than us. The Christmas mouse was looking for. But yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, you can kind of see the little celestial pearl. They're basically like little miniature bass almost. Really neat banana fish. Have a very similar color, so it's probably hard to tell. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna visit like a bird shit. So, yeah, let's. Hold on just a second. Okay, but yeah, but I hope y'all enjoyed this. you know, I'll be checking in photos or whatever, and first I'll be. Oh, there's a little scud. One of the little scuds I'm gonna run. So yeah, once again, I'm not gonna put any fish in this for a bit. One, because I want to make sure everything's doing fine, and then also I don't have the money at the moment. But should be pea puffers. The blast. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, you know, this, you know, part of this was the reward that people for it's definitely tricky, but and definitely first time doing this or whatever. So I want to make sure so that because everyone was so awesome during the donathon. So this was actually a 300 because we had raised $300 to help get my car fixed. This bad alternator. So this was the big reward. We reached that 300 goal, and we did, which I'm so grateful on. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I do enjoy the species. So you're very welcome. So we're gonna, and I think it's doing okay on the. So we'll have to see how the little things are what I'm. Those are gonna be tricky, but seem like the ones that I got over there doing. It's hard to see them on this for sure, but okay. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this. You all so much.